Hey guys, how's it going? PigBenis here, doing another mining vid, obviously. F213D class here. We're in Ola 43 on Cali. If you don't know where it is, it's northwest of Oshiri here. And oh, right off the bat, a Zinc Global. How about that? Wow, I just logged in too. Lucky. Anyway. Unfortunately, zinc is still like kind of worthless. So, but we're back here on Cali. This is a good Cumbras spot, and if you guys have been following or even been mining at all, you'll notice that Cumbras is kind of reaching for 130% right now. It's kind of getting up there. It's a decent little Cumbras narc area. So. If you've watched any of my earlier videos from a year or two ago, you know that I used to mine here quite a lot. Now, I just got back from Arcadia maybe a week or two ago, just been doing a couple things here on Cali. Actually, I've not been playing a lot of Entropia whatsoever. I've been playing an absolute shit ton of PlanetSide 2, so that's kind of where I've been. So, in addition to Cumbras, Megan Stone, Megan Ingot, another used to be a very common resource, is now about 140%. Again, you can find that here on Calypso. Alicynennes gel, 200%. Before I came back to Calypso, I was hitting that quite frequently on Arcadia. It's smelling. Yeah, I've been smelling it. Maybe I should start smelling some stuff. Been selling it at like $2.25, $2.30 on Arcadia. So it goes. It's gotta be patient, Something I've got time, I have lots of time. Patient with your stacks of ores and stuff. That's the #1 key to mining. Anyway, not much going on. Ooh, an unknown. Let's see what's going on with this. It's probably going to be a zinc. For some reason, zinc lately, especially in this area, comes up unknown. Plat? What the fuck was it? Oh, platinum. Okay, yeah. For a second it didn't load up. I'm just like, what the balls? I have not heard anything about Merry Mayhem. I'm not even sure if it's going to go on. They usually do it. I don't know. They haven't announced it yet. I mean, Christ, it's December. And by the time this video comes out, it's December. Usually they announce that in November. But who knows? Maybe we'll see that in a week or two. Price of D class, which I think I mentioned in my last video, it's basically fallen to 115%, which is awesome for us miners. So if you're on Cali, look for the Cumbras, look for the Meganstone. I have not actually been mining Meganstone at all. I have kind of been searching for some rares here and there when I am on. Playing a couple different other games too. Mech Warrior Online has been released. It looks like Mortal Online, it has become free to play. They just announced that a couple days ago. If you don't know Mortal Online, it's like Darkfall Online. It's very PvP oriented. It's got housing. The two games try to emulate Ultima Online in a way. Like the early days of Ultima Online, pre-Trammel, Lucia. Style type of gameplay, very PvP, open world games. So, but Mortal Online has been plagued with bugs. It's a small development team, and they can never get their act together really. And before they went free to play, they were offering something like 2 weeks free or something like that. I put in maybe 10 hours. 10 hours of gameplay into it a month or two ago. It's alright, it's not bad. If you're into that style, that genre type of game, then you'd probably like it. But and the only reason why I mention it is because it is open worldy, it is sandboxy, very similar to Entropia here. Very similar to Ultima Online. Damn. Well, we started off with a bang. Looks like we're gonna end in a whimper. There's typo in this area. There's solace beams, which we could actually switch it up here. See what we can't get out of there. Last time I got solace beams though, it was only going for 113%. So I'd rather try not to loot them. Looks like they become a little bit more common. Let's see what this one is since it's an unknown. I think the only other rare, other than platinum, that I've gotten in this area was Langots. So don't expect to see any of that with the F213, although it has happened. Just a stone of plat, which I guess is floating around near 120%. Haven't seen any all-time highs recently. Have not seen too much action in the game as far as development or new content or releases, which I'm kind of surprised because they were doing really well at the beginning and the middle of the year, and it just kind of seems as though as the development teams kind of fell off a little bit. There's an ample narc right there. Maybe they have something planned for next year. Usually they would kind of do it at the end of the year, though, to boost up revenues before the end of the year. Which is why I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about Merry Mayhem. Or anything. Although there's been a lot of events and contests this year. From all planets, really. You know, Rocktropia gave away a mothership for the Thing contest. Arcadia had just a whole ton of new content. We've seen Planet Cyrene released this year, and they have gone through various updates and content releases, although, you know, they did have their soft launch this year. I wonder if they'll actually have like a hard release where they'll just dump a ton of content and make the planet really worth going to. It's an interesting planet. It's just not really, I don't know. There has to be a somewhat large population for me to consider a planet is worth going to. So. And they don't have it. Not yet, anyway. For hunting, it's kind of fun hunting. What I did saw the other day on Next Island was, what is a Proterian or Proterian tower. It was like 8K or something like that. Which is kind of a rare. You don't see it too often. Or you don't see that ore hit too often. Sorry, Pedro. Doing a vid. It's funny. It's almost hard to make a video now without someone trying to talk to me. I think the moment that I log on from the moment that I log off, I have usually a screen open or someone, you know, in general chatting with me. Which is alright. You guys have questions. Sometimes I have answers. What we got here? You know, we hit a perk gain like on the other side of this LA when I first started off. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of swing back around, go in the lower part of the LA, and kind of swing back to where I started. Fortunately, Zinc Global's not gonna pay the bills on this amp, but I'd like to see a Cumbers pop up. I'm really starting to wonder what happened with the Cumbers and the Megan Stone You know, did they really kind of move that off to another planet, and if so, which one? Did maybe Cyrene get some of that? I know in Hell, I don't think... Yeah, no, you could get Megan Stone in Hellmine 5, but you can't get Cumbras anywhere in Hell, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Same with Dianium. I don't think you could even get Dianium on Rocktropia at all, unless it's in very, very small quantities. So... maybe next island or Arcadia. I mean, Arcadia you can still find just about everything. Well, heck, I mean, even Cali you could just about find everything. Even last night I hit an ample Derulium. Actually, I hit a couple of hits of Derulium last night. As well as a significant Belcar, too. This is a nice little hit. I wasn't expecting that, but it's always better when you don't expect it. But I've been trying to do most of my mining on Arcadia. It's just, I think the market's easier, although you have to be a lot more patient, as I've expressed before. Especially stuff like Derulium, because Derulium just does not sell on Arcadia at all. There was something else. Was it Solus Beans, maybe? I can't remember now. But even Nixarium doesn't sell on Arcadia. It's a very tough seller, especially if you really want to get the current market price. You really have to bring that back to Calypso, or even Rocktropia has picked up economically as far as selling your ores and end matters. And in the last couple months, in the recent months, it's really just kind of taken off in that aspect. Alright, well, let's do this, guys. Let's pick it up somewhere else and see what we can't do. Alright, guys, we are northeast of Sulphurous Crater. Basically the area where I got the Belcar Hof last night, so we'll do a few drops here. We need a good 100 ped to break even, but you can find Calderite, Belcar, as I was saying earlier, Cumbras, unfortunately Lenorium in this area here. We're actually outside of the LA. The LA right there has Hispidus, and from what I remember, they hit fairly hard, and it's just probably not worth your time going in there and getting all aggravated by oh, there's a little merp. I don't want to land next to him either. Speaking of getting aggravated, those things have like a serious aggro range. Alright, here we go. Let's drop here. We'll do a couple drops here. See if we can get anything. Now, I had done very well here last night, so I don't think I will do here again today. I don't think I'll do well here again today. There's a gold. Yeah, there's gold here too, unfortunately. We'll see. We'll do a few drops. We'll grab this real quick. It's only a couple pickups here. So if everybody's doing well, Globalin and Hoffin, not losing too much ped. A lot of changes in the game lately. Apparently there's a mining bug where you could keep on dropping, and this is obviously unconfirmed because, you know, Mindark really doesn't confirm any of this, but a lot of, well, not a lot, but a few miners have posted on Planet Calypso forum that they run into the bug where they would just keep on dropping, they wouldn't get anything out of like 100 hits now. I think it's kind of silly. I would have stopped, like, 10 hits, you don't get anything, move along. And most of the time, if I don't get anything out of 5 hits, I stop what I'm doing, move along. It's a common question I get too, especially people you know, they purchase the guide and whatnot. You know, when should they move along? There has been a test on Planet Calypso forum saying that I think it's 27% hit rate is pretty much the average normal hit rate that you're expected to get out of like thousands and thousands of drops. I think that could be adjusted, I really do. I think you could do better than that by just kind of taking your time and looking for areas that are hitting better than others. Some days it's going to seem impossible. Some days you'll hit 10, 12 areas and they'll kind of all be really crappy, you know? And those are the kind of days where you just have to log off. Unless you want to lose a ton of money. Which I'm sure most of you don't. And if you can afford it, then you probably want to mine through it, because that's when some of the bigger hofs come. Or so it seems. Alright, let's give this one more drop and we'll move again. I kind of had a feeling this wouldn't be a good area today. Just because it did so well last night. Yeah. Let's see, let's give this one more hit. We're just about at the end of our amp anyway. 11 more drops, I think. Alright. That's it for this spot. Well, this spot was a waste. But, let's go to Gaia's. See if we can't hit a gas or two. See if Derulium is looting over there. And, we'll see you in like a split second. Alright. Here we are, Gaia's. It was kind of interesting. From Sulfuris, I tried TPing here. And, the server was offline. So, it is like a few minutes later. I kind of froze up at Sulfuris. I had to relog. Little bit of a hiccup in the system there. It looks like FOMA is hitting pretty regularly today. So oh, I don't want to do that. Maybe I should have done the video up there. I haven't done one up in FOMA in quite some time. It's been a couple months, I think. I don't have too many videos up there. 3 or 4 maybe. Because at the time there was really nothing of interest going on up there at all. But now that there all the markup and changes in ore and end matter and stuff, it may be worth another look. Definitely, we'll have to maybe do another video up there soon. That was a modest gas. Hope it's not like last night. Last night I came here, just a couple modest, a few amples, really nothing to write home about. It was kind of poor. In fact, now I think about it, I should have gone to the land area south of 43, the original area I was in today. I can't remember, it's like Miner's Heaven or something like that, some shit like that. Because there was some good hits there last night. A bunch of considerables and sizables. Gas is good. Gas is kind of always floated around 114 or 120. It's kind of funny, like calderite really fluctuates, it seems, especially recently. You could, like, I think last night was 113%, and I've seen it as high as 127%. And it just seems like every week calderite really fluctuates a good 10%. There's like a 10% sway. We'll get something here, hopefully. Either way, not a terrible run. I mean, it could have certainly gone better. I do prefer the mining on Arcadia a heck of a lot more than I do here on Calypso. I'll pick that one up later. We're already past the 20-minute mark here, so... a few more drops. Let's see what we got here. 5 more drops, I think. Yeah, there's another FOMO one. Robin Gripper Planet with a blah. He's always on the hop board though. Always up in FOMO, always dropping. You can't stop. Once you start FOMO or hell, you really shouldn't stop unless you hit it like big. There's a lot of pet there, which I'm sure you guys have experienced already. Come on, give me something. Too late to change areas, we're just gonna burn out this amp. It's been like a slow day. It's alright, we'll come back later. To Arcadia, unless you guys want to see a FOMO video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next Entropia video. How about that? That'll give me some sort of indication of what you guys want to see. Whether it be hunting or mining. Not much of a crafter, and it doesn't really make for a great video anyway, so we'll have to scratch the crafting. I think I got 2 more drops here. And you know, what mob or what area you want to see mined, or you know, what you want to know about. If you're interested in any other information, leave that. You know, I've got over 150 Entropia videos now, I think. It possibly could be more. But this is the final drop, guys, so. I've covered a lot, guys. So it's hard unless they release new content. It's really hard for me to keep repeating the same old stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.